Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Hope you guys are having a great start to your new year, and whatever your resolutions are, whatever blessings and all of the things, that this year is your best year. So let's get into it. So we are talking Funky Dineva from TGI Friday, right? So he did a video a little while ago and said that when the show comes back tomorrow, he's not going to be there. And he alleges that he is no longer on the show because of a contract dispute, and that they didn't want to renew his contract, allegedly, and that it ended on December 22nd. And he also said that he was not making enough money, that he was making more money being on when they were on once or twice a week previously, to compared to now being on 5 days a week, that it's less money. Then he revealed he only signed a 6-month contract, and then spilled for some reason that Al and Claudia, have a 1-year contract, and then also spilled for some reason, even though they're still under contract, that they're not happy with their pay. And also said that there was no love lost, but usually when people say that, it means that there is, right? I don't understand. And then I also felt that there's something going on, because he said the only person that he's been in communication with via text was like a couple assistants and Al Reynolds, but no communication with Claudia Jordan, which I found interesting, right? And Claudia Jordan, speaking of, she had on her platform a couple of days ago in a deleted video that something big was coming. So I wonder if the something big was coming was this announcement. And maybe she deleted it so that Funky Dineva could, have the space to paint his own narrative, right? To get to his followers first. And so now he's saying basically that he is back on YouTube. But to me, I feel like he's never left YouTube. Like, real talk. Because Foxhole is not on all of these, channels or whatever that people seem to think. But the draw actually is their YouTube, right? And I believe their YouTube now finally has like more subs than Funky Dineva. And I always felt that he was utilized as a vehicle to bring his subscribers, his fan base, over to get the, numbers up for Foxhole. I truly believe that was part of why, they felt they were on YouTube primary. That's their primary place where people can be in the chat and active and all of that during the show. That they were trying to get his, subscribers, right? And also, I noticed that he, fell back from doing his own YouTube, right? Didn't do as much YouTube commentary on reality shows, on, current celebrity news and gossip and all those things. And I always wondered about that, because I was like, well, is that a conflict of interest? Or does, Foxhole, they want a certain, projection while he's employed with them, compared to how he normally does on his YouTube channel, right? On his platform. But I feel like there's something missing. I feel like there's a part of the story that, like, is not adding up for me. Not to say that the contract dispute isn't true. Not to say that he wasn't happy with his salary and whatever was renegotiated. But it sounds like things ended abruptly. Because how is it going into your last day and you're supposed to be up for an extension of a contract or continuing to move forward with them, and then it just abruptly stops? But you're saying they couldn't come to an agreement, but then you're also saying that you decided to just leave on your own terms. But my thing is, there have been, a few times where you have not been on the show after a controversy, right? And the biggest ones of recent were the Chloe Bailey stuff, the comments that were made there that caused a huge uproar and backlash, and then also the comments pertaining to Christian Keys and a male accuser that he refuses to name, that is a billionaire, that is a big-time Black Hollywood director. And Funky Dineva had some very pointed views and opinions on that I thought, I don't know if this is going to bode well, right? Because you can't just say certain people's names and get away with it, right? So I am just wondering if that might have been, the straw that broke the camel's back. And ultimately they were like, you know what? We don't want to be any more controversy. We don't want to be any more chaos. Let's just end this here at the 6-month mark. We'll just be done here, right? That's what I think, right? Because I think something else, there's a missing puzzle piece that ties everything together. Because it doesn't make sense that if you're gone, that you're spilling on other people who are still under contract with the show. Why are you spilling their tea? When this should just be a space for you to spill your own tea, right? So why are we throwing Al Reynolds and Claudia Jordan under the bus about, their salary, how long their contract is, that they're not happy with their money and all of these things, when it's about you. It's about why you're not there. They still have to go there, right? So what if they get pushed back now? What if they cancel the show? Like, what if they get pushed back because of these comments on your channel? Are they going to have to come out tomorrow and make a statement? And say, whatever was alleged, that we weren't happy with our salary, we weren't happy with our, being on 5 days a week, we weren't happy with the 1-year contract, we want to just say all of that is fabricated, we never said any of that, blah, 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 blah. Because that's unprofessional, right? And so then he's saying how he can make more doing like a YouTube video and a half, that would be like the comparison, I guess, to, working a week at TGI Friday. But here's the thing. Ultimately, you're still back at YouTube, right? You're still back at YouTube. And the only difference is going to be you'll be here more on a regular basis. Well, I still feel like you were here the whole time. It was just you were just putting out less content on your channel. But nonetheless, you're still on YouTube, right? But now you're going to be going back to putting more content out on your platform as opposed to Fox Soul's platform, right? And so I'm just wondering what the end game here is at Fox Soul, because it seems like there's just all these moving parts. Like, I still do not have an accurate reason as to why Cocktails with Queens was canceled, other than they couldn't afford to pay them. But I also felt, especially towards the end of the show, the chemistry and just some of the vibes, something was off internally that was happening. And I was waiting for Selena Johnson to spill the tea. And she has not yet. On what really went down of the show to just be canceled abruptly like that, because it didn't make any sense to me, and it didn't make sense to me to have TGI Friday on 5 days a week either, right? There's only so much celebrity news and gossip and reality TV stuff that you can discuss that it doesn't, seem like you're just rehashing and dragging out, the same story over and over and over, right? So I don't know what to make of it, but wish Funky Dineva the best. If he's, if that's what he's going to tell the people, then I guess that's what it is, right? But again, I don't know if that's the full story. And like I said, Funky Dineva is he wants to be the only one to spill his own tea, and he is only going to tell you what he feels you need to know. But like I said, if you listen to what he says and what he doesn't say, he's alluding to some bad blood. He's alluding to there being some drama and that he is not cool with everybody, which tells me that this was something abrupt, that this was something unexpected. Because allegedly, I remember you talking about moving to where the show was, which was, I believe, in Texas or somewhere, right? Because I believe that's where Claudia Jordan lives too, right? She lives in Texas. So, again, why do all of that unless you were anticipating to be there long term? And that this was going to be like a very long term gig for you. So, I am just curious to see how all of this is going to unfold, how all of this is going to play out, and what, whether or not Claudia and Al Reynolds or both are going to say anything once they come back on the air and address this. So there is that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that, the reason Funky Dineva is no longer going to be on TGI Friday is due to a contract dispute? Do you think it is because of the money? Do you think that something regarding what happened with Chloe Bailey and, the Christian Key situation on naming who they think the accuser was, and emphatically believe that, their thought on who the accuser was the accuser, although there was no receipts to back that up. But do you think that caused enough for, a call to be made and for Fox Soul to say, you know what? We thank you for your services. We thank you that you brought us all these subs to our channel on YouTube, but we won't be moving forward with you beyond December, right? So I'm just curious as to what you guys think. Like I said, if you had happened to watch his video and you listened to it in its entirety, you could tell that it's not all on the up and up, right? It's not on the up and up. Because if you're talking about multiple streams of income, wouldn't that also be an additional stream of income regardless of what the pay was? I mean, ultimately, if your biggest audience is on YouTube, how could you expect to receive a large paycheck anyways? It's not like you were working for, Viacom or NBC Universal. They have money to throw at the people. That's why you always hear, about these big contracts that these housewives sign. But I was never expecting from a YouTube channel, which is their primary audience, even though they are available on some platforms to watch, that they were paying like that. Because it definitely didn't seem like Cocktails with Queens was getting paid like that, especially with 4 people on the show. And, how it abruptly just ended. And how the chemistry was kind of off towards the end. Because I think some things were, taking place behind the scenes that were a little messy, were a little shady. And like I said, it's Lena Johnson. Anytime you want to spill the tea on what really went down, I'm here. I want to know all of it. But yeah, there's that. So we'll wish Funky Dineva the best. We'll see him more, obviously, on YouTube, on his channel, doing videos again. And we'll go from there. So let me know what you think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.